right, here to speak of Gabrielle Ryan today. Tell the world here in the Nocturnal, how you doing?
Hi, Julian. I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good, and the sun is out, so I can say I'm happy because winter is about to be over.
Where are you?
New York City.
Oh, okay. I'm in LA. I think we're beating you with the weather.
Oh man. It's better than the weather y'all had at Power Book 4 Forest, which is all we're going to talk about today
Wait, at the premiere or in the show?
on the show.
Oh, yeah. It was cold. Chicago was cold for sure.
I bet it was. Now, we've seen your character and also Shane's character on the show in a rocky relationship. Will that be explored in the future episodes?
Yeah, I mean, I think as you can see from the first two episodes, Victor isn't giving up. Gloria's making it quite clear that there isn't really anything else to discuss and that we are where we are at this point, and Victor is not taking no for an answer. So I think it's inevitable that we're going to see how that unfolds in future episodes.
Now, when you're watching your scenes with Shane, especially with Gloria, do you feel a bit nervous that she's not only with him, but also the fact that she might want to go with Tommy, knowing that both sides of the coin also have a negative effect? So, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, just to clarify, Gloria and Vic are off at this point. They are not together. So Gloria is free to do whatever she wants. It's not like she's doing anything wrong or behind Vic's back. You know, she's making it very clear that at this point in their relationship, she's kind of like got to her, point where she doesn't want to keep doing this dance with him anymore, for obvious reasons, Walter Flynn. So I'm not so much worried for her because she's a free agent, as it were. Of course, both of these men are what's the word? How would you describe Tommy and Victor? They're just they're dangerous men.
I could tell because Victor's part of the Walter family, and they don't want to see Victor with Gloria, or he's afraid that they might find out that they're together. They want to be together, even though
Yeah.
Tommy doesn't want to be with Vic.
No, yeah, I mean, no, Walter doesn't want them to be together at all, Walter's the bane on Gloria's life, and Vic's just not having it. He absolutely wants his girl, and he's not going to stop until they're back together. And I know that scene where Lily's character Claudia is, saying to him that she saw the girl in the gym and how good she looked, and I'm like, oh god, the whole bloody family hates me. What have I done? I've done nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because you're in the middle of all of this that's going on between these two warring sides.
Yeah, it's very Romeo and Juliet.
Now, episode 3, I've got a chance to watch it. I think is very good, especially towards the end. So, how did you and Joseph prepare for that scene at that end?
For the scene at the end of episode 3?
Yes.
Um, how do we prepare for it? I mean, I don't think there's any way you can prepare for those kind of scenes. But what I will say is Joseph and I get on so well in real life. From day one, we got on like a house on fire that, he makes me so comfortable. And I've talked very openly. I'd never done a scene like this before. I'd never kissed another actor on screen before. So this was all very new to me. And I genuinely, the night before, I was nervous and I had I just remember thinking, I have no idea how I'm supposed to prepare for a scene like this. Like, what are you supposed to do other than make sure you feel good, in yourself, and that, you feel comfortable, and that has a lot to do with the other person as well. And, Joseph is the most caring person, and he made me feel so safe and so secure that we actually just had fun with those scenes. It was never awkward or anything like that, which is probably a weird thing to say because it is very choreographed and it is a sort of awkward situation. But I think it's just so much easier when you both get on, which we do genuinely in real life.
I'm gonna have to be the first to say this because I hope both of the characters get together.
Wait, who? Tommy and Gloria or Gloria and Vic?
Tommy and Gloria.
Tommy and Gloria. I know it's like people are so Tommy and Gloria. They're being very vocal about it to me. I've had people shout that to me in the street. you gotta choose Tommy.
Now, as the two characters get to know more of each other, will we see much more of Tommy explaining of what happened with his situation with his ex-fiance?
Wait, Tommy's character with his ex, Lakeisha?
Yes.
You know I'm not allowed to say that.
Or give any kind of hint?
Well, the hint was in the trailer when he's looking at the picture. And I mean, he doesn't say it verbatim in that bedroom scene in the first episode, but she says, have you ever tried it before? And he says, I got close once. So it's clear that there's, his heart's still somewhere else, and that he is still, thinking about that person.
My next question for you, how many scenes were you very proud of for this season? And to follow that, what was your favorite episode you've been part of?
Ooh, I mean, every scene was so fun to film. And, I did so many scenes with Joseph and Shane Harper, who plays Victor. And I had, a couple of scenes with Thomas Flanagan, who plays Walter Flynn, who is incredible. And I just feel really blessed. Our cast is so amazing that every scene we did was just a joy and a pleasure to work on. And we just have some stellar actors in our cast. So they were all enjoyable. As for an episode that I enjoyed the most, again, all of them for very different reasons, but episode 5, directed by Eve Rivera, is awesome. It's the mid-season finale, so obviously a lot happens. But then again, 2, 4, 6, directed by my fellow countryman Kieran Hawkes. They were amazing. But then again, I'd never been directed by a woman before. So Larissa Kondraki directed episodes 1 and Shanna Stein episode 3, which we're about to see this weekend. There were just so many. We had Dion Taylor, a fantastic director, with so many amazing directors, which makes, it just heightens the show's amazingness, with the stellar cast, and then an amazing actor, an amazing director brought in as well. That they were all awesome. I think every episode is pretty jam-packed. We start off very fast-paced, and it keeps going.
Yeah, I can tell because the plot's moving very quickly, especially with
very quickly.
the episode 2, when I felt like I was watching a Grand Theft Auto mission.
It literally is like that. But like Joseph, Tommy says, this ain't no video game.
Now, did you audition for any other characters prior to getting this role, whether it's on Force or on Raising Kanan or on Ghost?
So I never auditioned for the original Power, and I really wanted to. So I'm so glad I didn't, because obviously I wouldn't have been able to be on this one. But I did audition a couple of times for the Professor character on Ghost. That was one that I auditioned for, yeah. Wow,
what could have been?
No, but I mean, of course, I'm so glad I didn't get it, because this is the role for me. So I'm ecstatic that, at the time you won, you're upset and you wonder why you don't get a certain role. And then of course, when this role came up, I was like, that's why I didn't get that role.
Yeah, what could have been, because we saw what happened to that professor at the near end of Ghost season 2.
Right. But nobody's safe in Power.
Exactly.
Literally nobody.
My final question for you, when you first got on set, how comfortable did you feel playing this character in this way? Because there are other actors who I speak with that they feel like they got very comfortable by episode 2, 3, or by episode 4. So around the time when you got on, how comfortable did you feel that you could be like, hey, I can do this?
I mean, I felt so comfortable with Gloria from the first moment I read the audition scenes. I actually could not wait to get on set. I couldn't wait to start doing the lines, working with Joseph, working with Shane. So in terms of comfortability, I was definitely sort of nervous at first, but mainly because this was my first big role. So, I hadn't had that much experience on set. I had been auditioning for a long time, so I had a plethora of experience with that. But it was more the technicalities of, working on set and So those were the kind of things that I was adjusting to. But in terms of the character and working on the character, I felt comfortable immediately. I could not wait to start playing Gloria.
Thank you so much for your time today. I do love your character on this show, and I'm really digging the show so far.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you for having me.